What's going on YouTube? It's your boy No Monies, aka No Monies, and today we got a little Heli Ice tutorial against Cobra on Dreadbloon. It's very specific, but here it is. Usually with Cobra, they place down their Cobras so that they can get 2 wired funds but also anti-stall. So what I like to do is I go for a farm. In Heli Ice, it's very important that you utilize your double ice. So what that means is you place down the second ice so that it's not in sync with the first ice, so that they freeze at different times, which makes the ice more effective. So here I get the I'm trying to go for the 2-1 ice because that's going to be the most effective. And with Cobras, you really want to focus on eco. Early game, sending space balloons will get me to league, but it's more important to get eco in my opinion. And I think Kriegerish plays that really well, or Pacifarian. As you can see, he's trying to anti-stall pretty hard. That's why he's placing his road spikes there. So when the pinks come, that's when I'm going to double ice. So I have a 2-1 ice right here, which is very important. The ones on the right side makes it so that the balloons that get frozen slow down. So 1, 2, and so that's how I time my double ice. And then I use road spikes. I send a couple of reds just to force some order, and he stops sending pinks. That's really good for us, but that's also smart on him because if he sends a lot of space balloons, he's just not going to have that much eco mid and late game to have an effective rush. So now we're just like chilling basically. Punt totally intended. And we got space blues, and actually black balloons are easier to defend than pink balloons because black balloons move slower, which means that the black balloons could get caught in the ice. And here I balloon boost blacks balloons just to force a burning stuff, but he actually opts to tower boost, which I find very odd. And I send a little bit just to force a burning stuff. Now you can see here black balloons, since they're slower than the pink balloons, they actually get caught, and we still have 1 spike and 120 lives. So these green balloons, they don't get past. I put down a Heli because we're going to need it for around 8 white balloons. Then there's really no use in going for a farm. So I get on my Heli. This double ice is putting in work. A 2-1 right here and a 0-0 that's off timed. So he's sending whites. I'm putting my Heli at the front, and this should defend yellows with minimal leak. So that's why I'm going for a farm, because I'm a savage. We're like leaking a little bit, but like it's pretty negligible. We're still farming on. We have 2.5 plantations around 8, which is fantastic. This double ice is putting in work, so you really like that's the most important part of the strategy. If you don't understand how to double ice, you're not going to get 3 plantations by round 9, which is crazy. And even if they send a lot of space to eco in the beginning, you could just get down to 0-0 Heli and you'll be fine. Since I don't plan on being super aggro, I'm okay using all my balloon boosts in the beginning. Granted, if you have good Heli or if you have good mortar micro, you'll be fine. So here's when the important big round 11 rush is coming. White balloons are very deadly. The reason I sold my ice is because if there are no balloons, then the ices are gonna attack at the same time, which we don't want. We want them attacking at different times. So that's why I sold it, because if there are no balloons, then they're gonna start attacking on their own at the same time. So round 11, I'm just saving up for Razor Rotors. And it's very important that I put my Heli here. The reason being is it shreds the zebras in the white balloon layer so that they're pink balloons. And then these pink balloons can get caught by the double ice, as you can see. So it gets caught, and then I can move my Heli here in this spot because it hits this top path and also hits this bottom path to catch any leaks. So you put it here up on the first path, and then you put it on the bottom path. So look at our farms, they're fantastic. I don't think I meant to go for another plantation because I usually like to get another Heli just in case they all out camos. So I say eek. Yeah, I don't see he balloon boosts this, right? I leave my Heli here so they're all balloons that the ice balloon that the ice tower can hit. I make sure the ice hits it once, and then I bam, and then after when I see the rush is over, I can move it down here so that it hits this path, because there are still some zeros and whites. And then I leave it here, and then these are all frozen by the ice balloons, by the ice tower. And then after, I can move my Heli down to this path. I am going to leak a little bit, but I defended most of that rush, which is really good. We still had lives to spare, and we also put down a second Heli to help shred the layer. So now he's space decoing. We have 4.5 plantations by round 14, which is really good. I sent him a camo pink because I didn't realize that he didn't have camo detection. So that's why I'm putting my Helis here to shred that big balloon layer. And now we're just going to fast forward. I get up my round 14 BIA. There's not much that he can do to punish me. He's going to try, so let's slow it down a bit. He's sending a beefy rush. I'm doing the same thing. I'm parking my Heli at the front, and I got my cloud darts. This is kind of a beefy rush. I might have to boost. I'm not sure. So I time it. I place it. I make sure it hits it, and then I time my second ice. And then I get up a quad darts. It looks kind of spooky, so I indeed boost. I probably had to, but I still defend very nicely. And let's see what he does. He spent a lot of money on that rush. He balloon boosts. Let's see. So what I do is I cash out. There's a lot of region rainbows. I cashed out my BIA. I got up 2 Razor Rotors with camo detection. I still have 3,000 left in the bank. And what I do is I get up an ice shards. This is really important because he mostly sent non-camos. So like with the help of some Razor Rotor micro, this ice shard just shreds everything. And there are some camos, but the Heli can defend that. And now he's pretty much drained. We did cash out our BIA, but this plus 80 eco is very helpful. So now we just farm on basically and get ready to defend his adjustment. So I'm gonna send because he has no defense. You can see he's getting up offensive push, this Cobra right here. So now our next struggle is to defend Bfbs. It's totally doable because we're getting passive eco round 19. He's selling a Cobra. He's probably gonna send. He probably sent it already. So I'm gonna say nice because I know he's gonna send it. But what I like to do is I like to ice stall it, let the round play out so I can get. See, I ice stall it. I sell it. So I have 7k. A Razor Rotors also sells for like 3.5k, I believe. We also have money from our bank. So what I do is I stall it right, and then I wait till the next round. And the reason being is to get the extra interest from the BIA. So here I defend the white balloons the same way. I double ice and I put the Razor Rotors at the front. I'm waiting for this extra round so that I can get more money from the BIA. I think the interest percentage is 15%. Don't quote me on that. I know it's something, but basically let's say I have 8,000. I get 15% of that, extra 15% of that at the end of the round. So instead of cashing out at round 19, I stall the BFB and it's only like 1/4 of the way through the map. And now I get plus 80 eco. I got more money from the bank. So I'm trying to calculate how much I need to sell. But I'm honestly just letting it vibe for now. Also, after I get this BFB, after I get the Apache to defend the BFB, it's gonna be good for my adjustment defense. And after I get the Apache, I'm pretty much chilling. So I don't know why. I think I'm just saving up for Apache straight up. I don't know why I'm doing that. I should just sell. Yeah, I sold it. I got the Apache, and then I'm probably gonna go for an ice shards. But this BFB is stalled, so we're chilling. Yeah, I try to go for an ice shards. I don't really afford it, so it's gonna get kind of spicy. Also, these ceramics are not stalled, so I sell it. I replace it at the end. Hopefully the ice shards go to work, or I might have to boost. Nice. There are a bunch of camos in there, so I'm kind of spooked out. But we do end up defending. And now that was the hard part. Now is the easy part. Now we just farm on. Round 21. I get up another Razor Rotors just in case he like decides to all out or something. I can easily get up an Apache because when you upgrade to a pursuit, it automatically goes to pursuit instead of follow mouse. So right now it's the boring part. Oh, actually he dies to round 23 AI. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We made it past a hard round. So I'm going to show you guys another example. So unfortunately, this is a Battles TV game, but it is what it is. So he's doing the same start. He puts 2 Cobras so that he affords 2 wired funds. But he also, 24 game time. So he gets 2 wired funds, but I also don't get by banana. So I do the same start. I get up a farm, and I also get up my 2-1 ice. Unfortunately, you can't see the upgrades, but that's what Battles TV is. Also, this is before the new update today, so we're not going to see we're going to see everything. So it's the same thing. He actually got up the mortar without me sending anything, which is ideal. Round 4, we're going to show the double ice again, so pinks, right? Oh, this is fast forward, so I'm gonna let the ice freeze, and then I'm going to place my second one, and then we can spike the back. And then He's going to eco. Now we got a plantation at the end of round 4, which is really good. And this allows us to get really good farms like last time. So I'm just going to fast forward this. We just farm on. Look, 250 eco. I Bloon boost blacks again to force the burning stuff, which it does. The black balloons are really easily defendable with double ice. Honestly, pinks are the only problem. So the black balloons and the green balloons are the same speed. So we got 2 plantations before round 7 ends, which is really good. Actually, it was at the start of round 7. That's even better. Honestly, I can go for a farm here and get away with it, but I opt to get up a heli to not throw away my game, because let's say I went for a farm and you like Bloon boosted region whites or something, would have been pretty deadly. So I go for a farm because I'm a savage. And like I said, I park my heli at the front to shred the white balloon layer, and I get up my quad darts because I'm leaking a little bit. I don't really like these leaks, so I just get up a quad darts. So the yellow balloons, I just let them go into my ice, and then I put my heli here so I can hit this path, but also this bottom path to catch leaks. So that's why I park my heli there. And then now I just farm on pretty much. 3 plantations, round 10 is fantastic. I get up my pursuit to get ready for the razor rotors, because the weird mechanic that when you upgrade it automatically goes to pursuit. So that was a tiny rush. I don't even need to double ice that. I get up my farm, round 12. This is looking really good. I get up another heli just in case he all-outs me with camo. We see balloon boosts. This is kind of sketch, to be honest. I do defend with good heli targeting. I only leaked down to a 98, 78, which is pretty good. There's some battle CB lag, unfortunately, but we defend that with the same thing. We park the helis at the front and we double ice, and then we move our helis at the bottom to catch the leaks. He sends a lead. Now he's spaced ecoing, I guess, but we can easily afford. He actually tower boosts by accident, and he balloon boosts. So I do the same thing. I put my helis at the front. I double ice, and then a tower boost should handle everything. I think he meant to balloon boost that. And look at his eco. I've been playing super passive. I should probably play a little bit more passive, but it is what it is. He does the same rush again. Let's see how I defend. I get 2 razor rotors because I'm afraid of camos, and I get up an ice shards as well, which is the same thing that I did last rush. I'm sorry, this is fast forwarded on Battles TV, and I can't control it because this is a screen recording. But same thing. I boosted to round 16 rush because that was a hefty rush. After I cashed out, I got 2 razor rotors with camo detection because I'm worried about a camo rush, and then 1/0/0 ice and ice shards defends the majority of that rush. His eco's insane, but I have the late game advantage, so I'm not really worried. I sent some leads just to force a clusty busty, and he defends that very well. I thought the cluster spot was down here, but he puts it up there, so very interesting. Sends a BFB as usual on round 19, but it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to try to ice stall it, right, and then I leave him alone so that my BIA can cook up more money. I put an ice shards here just to defend. So let's see what happens. Round 19. I put these 2 ices because this one's an Arctic Wind and this one's an ice shards, but I don't know why I'm doing that. I should just go straight for an Apache. But I think I'm trying to defend without an Apache because I wanted to A, try it, and 2, try to greed it out. But I ice shards, right? I ice stall so that the ceramics inside are slowed. I try to get up our Arctic Wind. No, I just go for an Apache, which is a good play. And let's see. It does get spooky, and there's a lot of camo regrow leads, camo ceramics that my ice won't see. So I actually do tower boost, but I was way too greedy. I should have just, right after the round ended, I should have just immediately went for my Apache. So now it's the same story. I get up my other razor rotors just in case he sends a rush. And now we're going late game. Round 22, I sent some leads in hopes of forcing a balloon impact, but it doesn't work. So I'm just fast forwarding this part because we're just farming on. I'll slow down in round 25 though. We got $10,000 and about 1,000 eco. So I'm going to need another Apache. As you can see, we're struggling. These balloons are getting by. And I really was so close to reporting. Oh, ignore that. But I barely afford it with $500 left. And this is really good because I was going to need another Apache anyway. And I just put it at the front. Round 25 adjustment is the scariest thing. So let's see if 2 Apaches can defend. He's ecoing as well, so this ecoing is going to layer with the round 25 adjustment. The heli is getting overwhelmed. So what I do is I cash out, I believe, because I wasn't defending. I get up a 4th tier ice, and that defends everything because it slows it down so my Heli can do work. I was crying because I think he made me cash out my BIA, but I kind of had to just to defend. And here, I just keep farming on. I have a decent eco. His eco is really good, but like bomb mortar can only do so much when you're ecoing late game. And I have 2 Apaches. I sell my viral frost because I no longer need it. I got up a factory. He has 2,000 eco, which is I mean, it's all right with Cobras, but I still win late game. So now I just farm on. I don't know why. So I think it's actually not a bad play that I kept my BIA because I know this game's gonna go a little bit later, so I like that eco. Round 30, we're just farming, not much going on. I get it again because I'm afraid of dying to something stupid or dying to adjustment. And here is round 32. I sell my BIA. There's so many camos. I don't know if this is Battles TV lag. It probably is. Oh my god, it's lagging so much. It looks like I'm dying, but I'm not. I'm losing lives because he has an attrition. Oh my god, it's making my device lag super much. Super much. That's not even a word. But anyway, I sent him 2 ZMGs. The reason I sent 2 was because I just assumed he was going to die from it, but it's actually a really easy defend for him. So I definitely should have sent more, but as you can see, I didn't really want to sell farms because I didn't have that many farms to begin with. And I also needed all this defense. So yeah, I definitely should have sent more, but I don't really care, to be honest, because I have 4 factories and he can't survive late game that well. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of surprised that he defended those 2, so I'm just going to send another one if I can. All these balloons are going through, but it's just Battles TV lag. And he actually counters with 2 ZMGs of his own. So this is where I start to defend, but I already have 3 Apaches up, which is really good. I think I ice-stalled immediately. He tower boosts, and he sends the Bfbs back, which is really good. He still has 1 ZMG and 2 Bfbs to defend. So that means he needs 6 misdirections. That's a lot of money. I'm not really too worried because I still have 4 factories to sell. I opt to keep it up because I want a lot of money. If I sell it too early, then I'm going to lose out on a lot of money. I didn't really care about how many ZMGs I sent him because I knew he was going to die anyway. So let's see. I move my Helis. I want to utilize my ice shards, so I'm trying to pop the mobs into ceramics so that the ice shards hit the ceramics. Then I send him another one because I was like, oh, like if he pops this layer, then all he has to do is misdirect it. So that's why I just sent him another one. I probably should have sent 2, but I didn't have that much money. I still have 4 factories that I didn't sell. I still have 2 ZMGs here. I still have a boost, so if it does get spooky, I can just boost, and with ice shards in the back, it should be an easy defend. And he actually sends it back, but he dies to ceramics. So that's just GG's. I'm going to show you guys one more example of Heli targeting. So in this game, it's Waddle Resort. It's a map that's not really great for Heli, but round 8, right? I have this ice, and I park my Heli at the front to shred the white balloon layer. And then after I see the ice freeze once, bam, and then I put my ice down, so it's double iced. And then he sent yellows. I would like to get up a quadruple darts just to, yeah, as you can see, some regen white sneak by, so that's why I want to get my quad darts. But there we go, and I still have really good farms. And he's going aggro boat. You guys will see his 3rd tower later, but boat is usually aggro. So he's either going boat mortar or boat boomer. He's sending a yellow rush again, but all I have to do is bam, bam, double ice, easy. Round 10, sending 2 leads. He's sending pink balloons actually, which isn't gonna do anything. So I just farm on. Honestly, kind of a mistake because actually it's not a mistake. The reason being is he sent so many balloons, yellow balloons at round 8, so many yellow balloons and pink balloons on like round 9. So I know he's not gonna have that much money for round 11 whites, which is exactly why I went for a farm because I knew I could greed. As you can see, I still have a lot of money. All you need is like 350 plus 1500 for Razor Rotors, and I'm pretty close to that. So let's see. I sell my ice because, as I stated before, if they're not popping anything, then they're gonna ice at the same time. So he's balloon boosting, balloon boosted whites. So I park my Heli at the front. I let the Razor and the quad darts hit the white balloons. I let the ice hit, bam, bam, double ice. I like the spot because it can hit the the first balloons and also the balloons leaving. And as you can see, the balloons leaving aren't that big. Like, they're only green balloons. So it's like an easy defend. Balloon boosted White Rush. I know he has no money because he aggroed round 8, round 9, round 11. And so I balloon boost this rush, which is super effective against Boat Boomer. Because they have no money. You need a cannon ship and like at least a crow's nest in addition. All I need to send is those two. And he gets a cannon ship, but it regrows a little bit too much. He has to sell a farm. And at this point, it's a victory for me because I balloon boosted like not that many balloons and I still forced him to sell a farm. I have 4 plantations. And he tower boosts, which is a win for me. And then he literally just dies. So hopefully this Heli Ice tutorial was helpful to you guys. I'm still learning how to play Heli Ice. I'm still not the best player, but these are some tips that helped me. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Nobody's catching up. Peace.